Greetings, everyone. Mrs. Wolf and I have been asked many times to further expand upon our previous videos of how to attract your special sum pony, as well as understanding love language. And so Mrs. Wolf here thought it might be best to tell a bit of her story of how she was married once before, and what she learned from her experiences. She has requested that I relate her words here, since, as always, she is still not quite ready to record her own voice in front of a microphone. But I do appreciate that she is willing to share her wisdom, and I do hope each of you out there can find a little more clarity when it comes to seeking out worthwhile relationships in your own lives. As some of you may know, I was married once before. Looking back on that time in my life, I now see that I should have been more wise in what I looked for in a husband, as that would affect how happy I would be in my marriage. I know I should have not been in such a rush. I now see that it would have been better to be single and happy than to be married and miserable. I now feel like I didn't see clearly the traits that should have been there in myself and the man I married. Nor did I see the traits that shouldn't have been there, but were. I had so much maturing to do to really recognize that I should not settle for the first guy that came along. I myself wasn't the kind of person I needed to be. To know what I needed to know, to make the best choice, as my happiness in life would be greatly affected by this initial choice. I think I must have felt like this would be my one chance to get married, so I better take it. As though otherwise I'd be single, and the years would pass me by, my 30s, 40s, 50s, etc., and I'd still be alone. Believe me, I'd have had a better quality of life if I'd been more wise at that time. I'd felt like my social experience was quite lacking, and when this guy showed an interest in me, I was so overly naive and thought surely it would be a good idea to marry, because no other guy was showing any interest in me. I'd be reminded of the advice people would give, though not directly to me, such as don't go off looks because looks fade. So, stupid me, I didn't go off of looks at all. I wasn't physically attracted to him. Yes, another mistake on my part, but I know that you do need to be attracted to him physically, as that is one of the things we do need to consider. I'm not saying he has to be a model, but attractive to you. I now see that I didn't get to know him well enough first. I thought that things would work themselves out as time went by together. Perhaps that's what I would call our Disney fairy tale. I should have learned things about him, like how does he spend his free time? What are his goals in life? Who is his hero? How does he treat his mother, as that would be an indication of how he would treat me? Does he treat women with respect? Is he financially stable? Does he have good work ethics? Does he look for the good in life or himself or others? Does he strive to improve himself on a daily basis? Does he take responsibility and accountability for his actions and words? Does he handle stress well? Does he get violent or abusive? Is he open to learning new things, or is he set in his ways? Does he take equal part in housework and maintenance? How is he with animals? Where are his priorities? What does he do when a situation doesn't go his way? Does he strive to bring happiness into your life? Does he take an interest in your life? Does he listen? Is he supportive of the positive, constructive things you do? Does he accept your boundaries? Will he be there for you when you need him, even if it's just to listen and try not to critique? Does he understand your love language and work with that to bring you closer together? Is he genuine? So many things I should have learned about him first. But I suppose that time in my life taught me some things that I could have only learned having gone through it, even with all the more extreme hardships that were so common at that time. Since then, I've improved more, and I've learned that if I want to have a husband with those qualities I need, then I need to have those qualities in myself to give. That those things in life that are most important to me will be the direction in life I go, the direction where I find the happiness I seek. I know now that during my first marriage I ended up in such an unhealthy marriage because I had so much to learn, and I wasn't the kind of person I needed to be. Thankfully, that's not my life currently. I wish I'd followed another piece of advice I found several years back, which said, "Be friends first and sweethearts second." University professor Lowell Benyon once said that relationships between young men and young women should be built like a pyramid. The base of the pyramid is friendship, and the ascending layers are built of things like time, understanding, respect, and restraint. Right at the top of the pyramid is a glittering little mystery called romance. Thank you once again for sharing your words here, my lady. I hope they have been helpful for at least a few of you out there. And please let us know if you'd like us to continue with these sort of topics in the future. Until next time, I am Dr. Wolf, and she is Mrs. Wolf, and we look forward to hearing from you.